Okay, so game 1 versus Macroc. We have a fly and we have equipment, right? That's kind of what we want, but we don't have any way to protect it. I think we can get a better hand. This is a little bit better. We have Champion of Glory, which is a 2-drop I'm more willing to throw out randomly. So we're against some kind of Icaria something or other. Or, well, it could just be Huru control. I don't know why I said Icaria. Okay, so we're against TJP. That's what I meant. We're against some kind of Huru something or other. So let's play out the... There's no Varus favor and there's no Torch, so... I mean, Torch doesn't matter, but there's no Varus favor. There's no reason to not play the Champion of Glory as a 1-1. It doesn't... You know, it's going to be a 3-3 next turn, and they don't have a way to punish me for it being a 1-1 right now in this faction combination, I don't believe. I mean, like, Snowball off of Jotun Hurler, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And I guess Lightning Storm. Oh, yeah, okay, Lightning Storm's a big one, actually, but... TJP lists don't usually run Lightning Storm, so I wasn't too worried about it. So speaking of Lightning Storm, what do I want to play now? I think Valkyrie Enforcer is more valuable, so let's just play the Tinker Overseer. We get to leave up Finest Hour this way in case we need it for who knows what. I don't think there's anything we would actually need Finest Hour for except for, once again, Lightning Storm. And I'm not even sure that I would use it. Okay, I'm definitely tempted to play the Gemblade, or play the Emerald Monument before it becomes a Gemblade, so I can play the Hammer of Might next turn. It's definitely a tempting prospect. I really don't want to play a unit out because they could have Harsh Rule next turn, but I definitely think we play the Gemblade, or the Emerald Monument right now in case they don't have anything. Okay, Lightning Strike, that's fine. We just get in more damage now. So if they have Harsh Rule, we'll be pretty sad, but if they don't, we're going to be in a really good position. Okay, Permafrost is fine. Means they probably don't have Harsh Rule? I don't know. They played a depleted Sigil, so they might not, they might have had it and just not been able to cast it. Oh, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna beat for 6. Okay, we're not gonna beat for 6. We're gonna get beat for 2 by our. Oh no, never mind. Okay, he's not blocking. But that's still a 4/4 Champion of Glory. We got the War Cries. Like, that's what we wanted. It's fine. Don't really want to throw Ijin out there, to be completely honest with you, but I might do it anyway, despite what I just said. So I could be really dumb and silence my own Tinker Overseer. That sounds like a great plan, right? That trades with Desert Marshal, right? That's what we want. What should I do? I mean, obviously I'm attacking here. Well, yeah, let's attack first. They have Lightning Strike. I'm gonna find a star. Okay, they have a Wasp. I think I'm gonna torch that. Ijin doesn't really do anything and just dies to a lot of things. I don't know. I think we play Valkyrie Enforcer. And at least we get a 2/2, right? Like, it's fine. He's not flying anymore, but we have a 2/2. Okay. That's annoying. Definitely annoying. Another power would have been good. But I don't mind a 6/6 Champion of Glory. I'm pretty sure that's good value. Okay. Alright, alright. I like your style. We're going to find a star of that, 100%. And hope they don't have Harsh Rule. Oh, that's so risky. I mean, they would have just played Harsh Rule if they had it, right? Oh, we're getting him for 6 next turn. If we play this, we have lethal next turn, so I'm... Oh, it's a big risk. Okay. Okay, channel is Tempest. That's fine. Whew, that is not harsh roll. And we can't cast that. I was real excited for a second, but we cannot cast that. We can cast it next turn. So we ended up not playing this Ijin ever. That's great. Alright, got him. Easy. Rakano, boys. Meat and chips. Can you tell? Okay, so we have Inspire into Champion of Glory on the play. I'm okay with that. We don't have second fire, but we'll live, I'm pretty sure. Diplomatic Seal, so we have second fire. Easy game. What do we have to worry about in this? Oh, I probably should have done that. Probably should have just played the Seed of Glory. If they have Vera's favor, I'm gonna get super punished. Oh well. Mistakes were made. No Vera's favor? No Vera's favor? Alright, cool. We're good. Everything's fine. It was not a misplay. I knew their hand from the beginning, and I played around it, so we're gonna just silence this. Because the FTS tokens deck doesn't really run a ton of removal, if I recall correctly. It's like just Combust, Madness, and I don't know if they even run Madness. But yeah, it's mostly just Combust. So I don't mind just emptying my hand as fast as possible. Okay, so they definitely have Madness. That he dumpstered a Madness with Quarry is kind of worrying, because Madness is a pretty good card most of the time when you're playing a deck that can utilize it properly. I put the hammer on the flyer just because I know it's getting in for 6 this turn. I mean, I think it's getting in for 6, so yeah. Alright, 1 power devour is pretty good. 1 power devour. Okay, there's yet another Madness. So we're taking 6, and then he's combusting. Oh god, that'd be brutal if it's. Oh boy. Alright, that's pretty brutal. Now we need to draw another threat. Fast. Okay, well that's definitely a threat. That's definitely a threatening stat line if I ever saw one. She has 3 war cries and an Inspire on her. But yeah, I'd like to continue. Oh boy, okay. Alright. Well, that's a 1-card answer to her. Ugh. We need a silence for that, or a torch. I don't believe he's played any weapons, so. Oh, but he has my Valkyrie Enforcer, of course. And my hammer of my, of course. Of course. How could I forget? Well, I don't think we just get in for however much damage. 11 damage? Yeah, I don't think that's worth it, so I'm gonna wait. This single spider is shutting our whole deck down right now. Most of our units are, well, not most of our units. Yeah, most of our units are flying, so just 1 flyer would be really helpful. So there's Collis. Yeah, originally I thought he was like FTS tokens, and then I figured I'd use FTS Collis when he played the stash. But yeah. Alright, well. We just let it out this game. That's okay. He had the Madness Combust, and then he had Collis. So we could still be okay with the threat if we draw threat into threat. Like it's still winnable, but it's definitely rough. With this 8 attack Collis on the field, and he just drew a ton of cards and quarried, so it's not looking amazing. All right, well Vanquish doesn't really hit Dark Wisp. I mean, I could try. I don't think it'll work though. Nope. Alright, we're at 1. We're at a solid 1. Oh, wait. We're at a solid 0 because of our own hammer of mine. How could I forget? Alright. Well, killed us with our own hammer. I applaud you, opponent. Alright, let's get into another game. Rakano Outlaw off of Inspire. That's fine. We only have 1 threat actually. Maybe it's not fine. Like literally our whole game plan goes down the drain if he answers our Rakano Outlaw. Oh man. I'm gonna keep it. There are a lot of hands that are worse than this hand, so I feel like if we draw any more units, we're in a really good spot. If they don't answer our Rakano Outlaw, we're in a really good spot. Okay, well, neither of those things have happened yet. Okay, that's good. And we're against Elysian, so they don't have great answers to our units in general, so let's just play Inspire first. Okay, we drew another Outlaw, that's good. Probably should have Warcried first, but I like to just see what I was going to draw. I would have had a 4/4 Rakano Outlaw, but you know, what can you do? Well, you can literally attack first. But anyways, sometimes Inspiring first is better, sometimes Warcrying first is better. Sometimes you want to stack the triggers, sometimes you just need to see what you draw to know how to play the turn. I think I'm going to Vanquish this over trying to find a Star or Torture or something. That'd be silly. We get another 2 Warcries, so this is looking pretty good. With Double Torch and Finest Hour back up in hand, I feel pretty comfortable with this game. I mean, he could have like double Permafrost. That would be pretty annoying, but another Titan is definitely a problem. Huh. I think we just attack with this because he'll definitely block this, and we'll have to use Finest Hour and Torch. This way he might not block at all. He'll know we have Finest Hour or Torch. Yeah. And then we can just play this sweet 6/6 Valkyrie Enforcer. And I think we'll silence the okay. Okay, Vault of the Praxis is something I'm happy to see come out of him, of our opponent, because it doesn't actually do anything about this board. Oh yeah, so we're gonna just Finest Hour here. Alright, well we have Double Torch in hand, so our opponent is at a virtual 3, and we have, like, yeah, this is looking pretty good for us, I think. Yeah, so we can Torch this flyer, attack for 6, and then Torch his face. Okay, he just conceded. Alright. Rakano's a good deck sometimes, turns out. Alrighty, we're in another game. We're on the draw. We have Rakano Outlaw, Inspire. This looks pretty good, but if our Rakano Outlaw gets answered, once again we're in a bad spot, just like last game. But this time we're on the draw, so I'm more willing to keep it, and we can cast Inspire on turn 1. So I feel better about this hand than the last one, and I kept the last one. So you know, I'm also I like to keep risky hands sometimes. So. Don't judge. Don't take my advice as law. My mulligan decisions are questionable sometimes. We just play the 3/3. So is this the same guy we played before? I don't think so. Is this gonna be another Collis FTS Colossus deck. Alright, I was kind of worried about Torch, which is why I kind of wanted to play one of these first, but whatever. Michael. I figured it out. I cracked the code. Whoa, I almost ended my turn. That would have been a line of play for sure. Really wanted to draw another power here. Did not get it. It's very unfortunate. So let's attack first before we do anything. Okay, there was no waiting. So let's just play. Let's just play this guy. We don't have any flyers. I don't know. I'm not actually sure what's correct. I think maybe Tinker Overseer is correct, or Silverwing Familiar. Silverwing Familiar is probably the most correct play, because if we draw a power, we could have played both of these units just now, and we would have had a flying target for this hammer. But, you know, this is fine too. Quick draw is fine. But if we draw a Justice Sigil, I want to put the plate on this and make them use whatever removal they have on this stuff. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, well, that is a 6/8 Champion of Glory. Without quick draw yet. Without quick draw. Okay, there's another Death Strike. If we can get this down and then draw another. Oh man, okay, well let's attack for 2. And let's play a Silverwing Familiar. Really want that Fire Influence now. That'd be so good on the Silverwing Familiar. Okay, they have a Bard's Favor. So I think now, even if we draw the Fire Influence, I'm gonna wait a turn on the Deepforged Blade and play the Silverwing Familiar right now. If they have some kind of board wipe, I'm gonna feel really bad. I don't know what. I mean, they could be playing Stray, because this looks like some kind of mid-range build of FTS. So they could have Stray for sure. Divining Rod. It is Deadly Divining Rod. That is what we're up against. Okay. Mystery solved. 2 Champions of Glory. You've seen it here. It's official. Deadly Rod. FTS Deadly Rod is a deck. Says our opponent, Michael. Let's attack with this. How much damage is this? 4 plus 3 is 7. That's not really relevant. Playing this. The question is, do I Vanquish Statuary Maiden or Champions of Chaos? I think I Vanquish Statuary Maiden. That is a lot of damage we're taking, but I don't think they have room to fit burn in this deck, or at least not very much of it, so I'm okay with that. They're at 9, like, we could just kill them. Okay, or they could have Stray into Shadow. That's, oh, wait, that worked out really well for us. Okay. Yeah, good thing we killed the Maiden and not the Champion. Okay. Still really want to draw Fire Influence and not a Diplomatic Seal. Okay, or that's also a draw that we could have, as evidenced by the fact that we drew it. Okay, we're dying. 4 damage at a time here. And another Champion of Chaos. It's actually not that big a deal because... Oh, okay. I think we do this. And we just attack again. We're not dead, so I didn't feel like using the Finest Hour to gain 3 life there. Although, would that have given me lethal next turn? They would go to 8. Nope, that would not be lethal. Unless if I draw power, like it's no, it'd be the same if I draw power now. Yeah. So. Okay. Well, here's hoping they don't have Death Strike. There's a diplomatic seal. Okay, they don't have anything, so looks good. Seems good. Seems good. The old Deepforged plate on a Silverwing familiar. Classic strategy. That's annoying. That's for sure. Can't block any of these guys because they're all deadly. Turns out every unit in an overwhelm deck is deadly. Who would have thought? Well, I'm just going all in. Here we go. Yep, got him. I didn't think they drew. I'm pretty sure that what they drew was the Lumen Defender, not anything else. All right. Well, this one's going pretty well. Turns out Rakano is a good deck for ladder. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Okay, I don't like this at all. We're gonna send it back. We had no units that we could play, and we had too much stuff to put on units. So this hand is a lot better. We have 2 units that we can actually play. We have a removal spell and an equipment. Plus Inspire. Inspire's nice. Okay, Silverwing Familiar is fine here. We still need another Justice Sigil, but I'm not in a big rush. Okay, so we're against Film Control, it would appear. Okay, that's great. That is a great draw. Let's just play the Champion of Glory out. Their removal is like Permafrost, Annihilate, Suffocate, and only Suffocate kills this, so it's a little safer, I think, than anything else. It does have Lightning Storm, but okay. So what do I want to play? I kind of want to play one of these 3 drops, but this is the this is like the safest line because these units are more valuable. But I want to be efficient with my. Oh, I could just Inspire and then Tinker Overs here. I think that's probably the play. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, when I get to 4th power for Hammer of Might, so Inspiring is good. It gets me closer to 4th power. Death Strike. Well, that's not very nice. Don't you know you're not supposed to kill people? Jeez. This is the more threatening than this and safer than this, so that's why I played it. The 1 damage doesn't matter for like what I put the equipment on, so yeah. So of course they have Annihilate. That's to be expected. That's why I wanted to play the Champion of Glory first, because you know this deck tends to run a number of Annihilates. I kind of want to get War Cries rolling. Ijin becomes a lot more valuable after we've exhausted a lot of their removal, and we have a 4th power to actually play. That's pretty bad. Okay. Don't have a great way to deal with this board at all, so. Also want to play her when I have Protect up. Neither of these actually does anything on the board, but if we draw 4th power, Ijin is pretty good. But if we draw 4th power, we're probably just playing Hammer of Might, so I guess I'll play the Silverwing later. Ijin's just really awkward in general. I mean, she's a very powerful card when you get to use her the way she's supposed to be used, but it's a little awkward sometimes. That's why I'm not a big fan of the Ijin versions of Rakano. But I think it's good right now. Okay, so we're gonna use 2 Vanquishes on 2 Thunderstrike Dragons, which is a 2 for 1, but I think we're okay with that as the aggro deck. So it's kind of awkward, but I'm gonna cast Protect now. Oh geez, do they have Annihilate? Yeah, I'm gonna get blown out. Okay. Well, the reason I wanted to do it was to use my power efficiently, because I'm not gonna have time to play Hammer Might and Hold Up Protect. But it's fine-ish. We just get the work. They bounce off each other, but I get Warcry in. Ugh. Okay, so I guess I shouldn't have protected. I'm not sure. He would have just Death Striked it when I attacked. So it doesn't matter too much. And this way I at least keep the hammer. Because I probably would have put it on that because it's a 5/5 at least. Or I would have put it on this. I probably should have put it on this turn since he used the Death Strike. But whatever. Okay, so this is pretty good here. So they have another Annihilate or a Torch? Not really sure. Okay, Annihilate. Okay. The silence still goes through, so we can push in for 4 though. So now if Ijin goes unanswered, we'll be in a pretty good spot. So I know he has another Thunderstrike Dragon, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can hit me all you want, dude. It's okay. Alright, there's the Thunderstrike Dragon. Let's just use our power efficiently since he's tapped out. And then finally, this Ijin will come down next turn. Finally. So, yeah, so I built this deck to because of Praxis tokens and because Praxis tokens was annoying me. But obviously people got over that deck because they realized it wasn't super amazing. So, probably not a good idea to be tuning your deck to build a deck that people aren't really playing. But, you know, I made this deck the other day and I didn't make a video on it then, so I'm making it now. Alright? Don't judge. Alright, so this is looking pretty good now. Besides, Rakano's still just good in general. It's still basically just a Rakano deck, right? I don't have Oni Ronin, but it's fine. Yep, I'll take it. I'll take all of it. I'll take 2 orders. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. So he had nothing. All right, and that went pretty well. We lost 1 game, I think. We went 4-1. I don't know. Rakano's a good deck, it turns out. Definitely recommend playing it if you get the chance and you like killing people. So yeah, one more time. Here's the deck list. It's nothing too crazy. The only real spicy things are, you know, having 4 plate and 4 hammer might, and not having drakes or anything. Having 4 Silverwing familiar and the 3 Ijins. That's a little bit spicy, I guess. And then not having Oni Ronin and having Inspire instead, and not having Crown Watch Pound and having Tinker Overseer instead. Which I think are all totally fine. I would probably run 1 less Ijin and 1 less Silverwing familiar for maybe and then if I was just building a Rakano deck just in general for ladder, I actually think the Tinker Overseers are better right now than Crown Watch Paladin. Not actually sure if I would want Protects or not, and how many Ijins. But I definitely would go down to 2 Ijins, and I would want some number of Soulfire Drakes. The games that we played, Soulfire Drake actually would have been really bad, which is why I was hesitant to mention Soulfire Drake, because we just didn't really get to 5 power very efficiently, even though we're running 29 power. But I don't know. I think with 4 Inspire, I think not running 1-drops is fine, by the way. I think that's totally fine. And then you don't need to run 4 Finest Hour because you're not dependent on getting them through. But yeah, I think you could cut a Silverwing Familiar and an Ijin for Drakes, for 2 Drakes, and be okay with your power. Another option is Crown Watch Cavalry. I didn't have as much Warcry going in this deck, so that's why wasn't that into it. But yeah, definitely try this deck out on ladder if you want to take some free wins off of like Shimmer, tokens like Praxis tokens, Burn. You can get free wins off of Burn, just dumping something on Silverwing Familiar, and they just can't race you. And then also, it's an aggro deck, so it's good versus a lot of the slower control decks out there. And it's hard to interact with aggro deck because of the Silverwing Familiar's Aegis and the 2 Protect. So, yeah, definitely check it out. All right. Outros are for nerds.